Alright, I thought I'd take the time to go over some must-have tools, in my opinion, for leatherworking. The first one here is the granite block. Can't say enough about this. You have to have this for punching rivets, hole punching. It's a must-have. There's a reason why every leatherworker has one of these. The rubber mat is also helpful as well. I would go in and pick one up if you're buying the granite block anyway. They both work great together. Next thing is a good pair of scissors. Not mandatory, but does help cut some leather. Now, I will say some thicker leather, you're probably not going to have as much luck with the scissors, but for the most part, it does the job on most projects. Just make sure you get a good pair from a leather working shop like Tandy Leather to make sure that they're going to be good quality scissors that will last you a long time. Hole punch, everyone probably knows what this is. I didn't get one of these at first, but I found that using the granite block and a hole puncher was just not as efficient as this. So these are great for a lot of projects. Obviously belts and stuff like that. Mallet, no need to really talk too much about that. It's needed on every project, essentially. Go in and pick one up. Now the strop, great for sharpening your razor blades. Not everyone gets one. Again, I think it's a great thing to pick up. Use it all the time. A strap cutter, I don't have the best one, but I do use this a lot. I think that you should also get one of these and hold off and getting a mechanical one for a while. I don't think you'll need one at first. This razor blade, Indispensable, I think it's called, has been great. You can get these online. There's only one guy that sells them, but they are high quality and they'll last forever. Easy to sharpen the blades yourself, which hopefully you're doing anyway to save money, but great tool. Nice little toss I did there. This is the end punch. You need a bunch of those. The swivel knife is great when you're tooling leather. You'll find the need for this pretty quick if you're going to be doing any kind of veg tan leather and tooling of that leather. Now, this is something that I didn't have at first, and I tried to basically do on my own. It's a safety beveler is what it's called, to help you thin out leather for like watch bands and stuff, but it's something you really need to look into getting. This as well, these are burnishing tools. The round one is great. You can put on a bit and put on your drill actually, and kind of have a power burnishing tool. That's where that one comes in handy. On the one on the right is more of a manual burnishing the edges for leather. I've already talked about this in my first video. This knife is great to have. Just get one, a rotary knife. Can't say enough about it. The edge bevelers, I mean, you can get different sizes, but I just have a couple. I use these all the time. You've seen them in my videos as well. This is something that actually someone asked me about. It's basically just a modeling tool is what it's called. You can buy these at Tandy Leather also. I'm not sponsored by them, but these are great for punching out some small holes and stuff, or marking leather. They come in handy a lot. Of course, a nice punch kit. I have several of these. Those are great if you don't want to use other things to punch holes. They're really nice. The stitch burner I just showed you, not really necessary, but it's great to have. This is a set of tools that everyone needs to have, I think. Oblong punches, rivet setters, cap setters. I mean, you're going to need these all the time. If you're going to be connecting any kind of leather, you will need these a lot. So go on and get yourself an oblong punch and rivet setters, because again, these are going to come in handy for almost, if not every project. If you're not sewing, that is. You can get away with sewing stuff together, but you'll find that doing it with rivets is a lot faster. So, speaking of sewing, This is a stitching pony. You can get one of these. You can make one of these. These are great for hand sewing, if not mandatory. Not much to say about them, but they're definitely a great starting point for your leatherworking. And then you'll have to, of course, get some awls, which I'll show you here in a minute. So, there you go. And a stitching awl. Different threads. That's the best way to hand stitch, I think. I now have a sewing machine, which is probably one of my best investments for leatherworking. But anyway, this is a pretty short list of things that I could think of that I really think that every leatherworker should have to start off with. If I can think of any more, I will edit the video. But thanks for watching, and hope you learned a few things. If there's anything on here that I missed, let me know that you think you absolutely couldn't live without. But I think that's all I really started with, and I was able to do most anything so far with leatherworking. Thanks again.